Round 1.
Very religious man. You saw that silent prayer just before the start of this 8-rounder. Williams, who's only lost once in 20 fights so far, but he failed his biggest test against Julius Francis, who outworked him that night in a British heavyweight championship fight. Bowen-Price, who calls himself these days the power from the tower from Blackpool. And this is a big opportunity for him to make a real dent at top domestic level. Williams weighing a whacking 18 stone, 6 3/4 pounds, his second heaviest ever.
Well, Bowen-Price has started pretty confidently, bringing in long left hand straight through the middle, and he's managed to catch Williams a couple of times early in this round.
Good positive start this from Bowen-Price, who's had something of a stop-start career, a late starter in the business at 27 years of age. Looks as if he's really prepared very well for this. He might have speed on his side here, weighing 2.5 stone less than Williams, who frankly looks to be carrying a bit of condition around the middle at this weight. Williams was pretty lackluster last time out in Germany against old foe Michael Murray. It went the full 6 rounds. He looked bored that night, didn't he, Glenn?
Well, he looks very cold starting the beginning here. He's not getting his punches off. A couple of body punches went in, but not a great deal else from Williams.
He's underachieved, really, so far, Danny Williams. The word is that all his best work has been in the gym. He's had something of a self-confidence problem. And he's slow out of the blocks here. Bowen-Price sinking in a good left to the body and taking the fight to Williams in an interesting opening round.
Well, it's a poor first round for Danny Williams, really not getting off with his punches, getting caught quite a lot, very straight up, and a curious start.
Oh, great right uppercut, though. Didn't quite land flush. Then a good left hook from Williams. It seems as if something has to happen to spur him into action. Now he's getting mean, and he's got Bowen-Price on the floor. That's what he can do. Left hand. And Bowen-Price, who dominated, I don't think he's going to make this, is he? No, he's counted out in the very first round. And until that cluster of violent punches from Danny Williams, that didn't look on the cards. But suddenly, he spurred into action. And that was it. And there, in a way, was Danny Williams' whole career condensed into a single round for you.
He did. He really showed you the good and the bad of Danny Williams. In one, you know, for the most part of the round, he was very poor, getting hit too much, looked, you know, lazy as if he couldn't get warmed up. And then in the start, you know, he just starts throwing punches, looks very good, classy shots go in, and, you know, he knocks Bowen-Price out, and that's exactly what Danny Williams can do.
Williams, who may be Britain's heavyweight hope for the post-Lennox Lewis era. We hope so, but he needs to prove plenty more yet.
Well, there's just where he started to put his punches together. There's a nice right hand, right uppercut. And then he just starts to let the shots go. Some big punches went in, really did hurt Bowen-Price, who really shook up when he went down on the canvas.
18.5 stone behind those shots, and Bowen-Price sinks to his 3rd defeat. He was beaten in a round by Bruno Foster a couple of fights ago. There might be a bit of a doubt about his chin. But it's time to move Danny Williams forward now, isn't it? They can't muck about with him any longer. He's as good as he's going to be, just about. They might as well let him loose with somebody on the fringe of the top 20 now.
Well, he's got power, and I think they're just holding him back. They need really to see what he's going to do. I think it's got to be almost become now or never time for Danny Williams. He needs to move forward, and I think it's now he needs to do it.
There can be no more mark time fights. Let him off the leash, we say.